my risen Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. When someone is struggling with a situation in their life, maybe you or a friend, and they use a particular statement with you, I wonder how you react. And let's say the statement is, you've got to have faith. Okay, well, I just got my head handed to me. And now you're telling me that I've got to have faith? Well, let me ask you a question. What is faith? Well, we could go to the dictionary, the funk and wagons, if you will. And basically, in the dictionary, it has somewhat of a generic definition. And it says that faith is trusting in someone or something. Okay. Well, I trusted in someone or something, and they ripped me off. A salesperson guaranteed that the engine had just been overhauled in the car, and I bought it. And come to find out that the engine was underwater at one time. Or someone is selling financial type programs, and they're encouraging me to invest in a certain stock or portfolio. And because they made a higher commission on that, they guaranteed me that things would be well. And I lost half my investment because I trusted someone. So let's take a look at maybe what the Bible has to say about trusting and what really foundation that we build our decisions on. Okay? One of the important things that we're all going to deal with, and we deal with it every 2 years or every 4 years, and that is the fact that we're going to elect politicians. And what's the things that they ask us to do? Trust them? They're going to change. Okay? They're going to improve the quality of our life. Trust me. I know what's best for you. I'll create the laws. Or let's say, for an example, that we have the courts. Yeah. Let's trust the courts to make decisions regarding my religious well-being. Or agencies within the government, whether it be state, local, or federal. And they're making rules about my life. They're making judgments of what I should believe or how I should live my life. Or friends, or family, or even people that are in church with you. And we trust them. And someone betrays us. Someone makes a decision that is more important in their life than how it affects me in my life. So the question that I asked early on is today very true. What does the Bible say about trust? Who do I trust? What conditions? Why should I trust when we live in such a sinful world? The Bible has really got some good stuff regarding trust, regarding something that we can take with us. Think about it. It's the first lesson from the book of Hebrews, the 11th chapter. And the book of Hebrews, and we don't really know who wrote it. We thought at one time that Paul wrote it, but now the theologians say there's a likelihood he did not write Hebrews. He wrote a lot of other ones, maybe about 13 of them. Okay? But he didn't write Hebrews. But he was writing to the Hebrews, and this is what it says. Okay? And this is where we hang our hat. Faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Two great words. How can I be sure? And how can I be certain? I live in a sinful world. And you're telling me that with faith, I can be sure and guaranteed? But I'm dealing with sinful people throughout my life. I'm sinful myself, as big a sinner as you're ever going to meet. But the Bible is very reassuring because it says to us, you can be sure of what I'm telling you in this book, Ed, and all the rest of you people as well. So let's take a look and travel through it just a little bit. You can be sure that God always keeps his promises. This book is full of promises. Yeah. I'll never abandon you. I'll never turn my back on you. I will always be there for you. Even though you may doubt it and wonder, where were you, God, when all this happened? You can be sure because he tells us in this book. Here's a good one. Your salvation is guaranteed. We saw that last week. That's why we celebrate Holy Baptism. Holy Baptism is that introduction to the family of God. That through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ for the rest of your life, you are guaranteed to spend your life in eternity in heaven. That's what Holy Baptism means to us. Yeah, it's a big deal. You can be assured of it. It says it in here. Okay, so we got another one. Why don't we take a look at this one? It says, every single word in this book is true. Wait a minute now. How can you say that when it was written by humans? Yeah, it was written by humans, but it was inspired by God. You see, that's the difference, is that, yes, there were people that transcribed it and did all of those things. Every word in here was placed into the minds of the prophets, or Paul, or Peter. You could go down, okay, all of the Old Testament prophets. They were inspired by God. God directed them. Put these words in. Use this terminology. So everything in there is God's word used through human beings. Now, certainty. Well, what's the old saying? There are only a few things that are certain. What is it, death and taxes? No, we got a third one. Okay? Certainty is that the Lord God is in control of everything. It's certain. You can bank on it. Okay? Well, how can you say that, Ed? It's very simple. He created everything. He knew you before you were even born. He now knows every hair on your head, is what the scripture says. You can also be certain that throughout every life experience, he knows what you're dealing with. He knows the journey that you're traveling. I hope that is comforting to each of you. For so many of us throughout our life, we have this uncertainty of God. What do you want me to do? What directions do you want me to take? For me, it happened much later in life. I had no plans ever of being a pastor. No. Okay? I went a different career. You know, law school and all that kind of thing. Yeah. There was never any plans of being a pastor. I loved helping in the church. But all of a sudden, one day, much later in life, God said, I want you. Well, I was out of my league. He was in control. He opened some doors. He gave me the opportunity. It took me 6 years to finish the seminary. Slow learner, but we got through finally. All right? And so it's true with all of you. Whatever God's master plan is for you, you just never know. When he opens a door, and oh yes, I know he closes doors as well. He has that for me as well. Okay? But I think one of the most important things that I have learned in my life is to embrace your brokenness. I'll say it again, to embrace your brokenness. Because that's what we learn. I don't learn from hitting home runs. Because that just puffs up my chest. I hit a home run. I learned from my strikeouts. Where did I mess up? What can I correct? Through God's guidance and his wisdom and his word. And that's why the book of Hebrews, the 11th chapter, starting at the first verse, says it so very succinctly. Okay? Being sure of what you hope for, and certain of what you don't see. Yeah, we'll see God. We see His majesty, as I tried to share with the children, in what reign or how He provides for each of us, and that He sent His Son. Yeah. But His hand is involved in everything that's going on in your life. Okay, so, a couple of other things. All right? Certainty. I want to be sure and I want to be certain about what Jesus is all about. Okay, well, how do you do that? The Bible says that He came and He suffered and He died and He rose on the third day. And then it says that He sits at the right hand of God, preparing a place for each and every one of us. That's certainty. It's a fact. Yeah, it's right in here. See, the important thing that we stand here as a body of Christ is that we believe what this Bible says. Yeah. We believe that it is inspired by God. We believe that it is without error. And so because of that, then we can build on it as our foundation. If Jesus said it, if God said it, if the prophets proclaimed it, whatever the case may be, it's a fact. It's kind of like going before a court of law. And you get your law book out, and you read all of the statutes and all of that sort of thing. And then you present it to the judge. Well, this is what I'm doing this evening. I'm presenting to you a case that we can't lose because of the certainty and the surety that God is in control of everything that is going to happen. Now, why does God allow certain things to happen in our lives that may not be most favorable for each of us? Yeah. The wisdom of God is so beyond my intellect or most intellects that there comes a time when you stop questioning God. Stop asking why. Because it will only punish you. The fact of the matter is that He loves us so much that He sent His Son. And as a result of that gift, it's all going to be okay. There may be suffering. Oh, plan on it. Okay? As a Christian, you're going to suffer. Guaranteed. Okay? We talked about it in Bible class. That we've got bullseyes on our backs. The devil is painting that bullseye. And the devil's going to send into our heart people who are going to break our spirit of believing that God is in control. They're going to lead us astray from our foundation. Okay? My faith is built on a hope that God knows exactly what's going on in my life. Guaranteed. We can take a look at verse 6 in Hebrews 11, and it says something very interesting. Okay? It says, without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe He exists. Whoa, that's got to hurt the atheists. Yeah. You see, you've got atheists that give millions of dollars for hospitals and college dorms. Maybe even they help build a church. They don't believe in God. Yeah. What did God say? If you don't believe in Him, you can't please Him. Now that's hard for people who have chosen not to believe that Jesus is the Son of God. That's hard for people who have denied the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, because their lives, as successful as they may be, okay, are not pleasing to God. So who are pleasing to God then? You. Yeah. You are pleasing to God because of your personal relationship with Him, because of the time of your baptism, because of that coming together as family. And did you acknowledge Him through your prayers, through your devotions, through your quiet time, through whatever it takes to build that ongoing strength as you're faced with the tsunamis of life, as you're blasted, okay, by so many disappointments and so many difficult times. But through it all, we prepare ourselves. We wear that life jacket, if you will. The life jacket is the robe that Jesus wore as He went to the cross. And with whatever we use, whether it's Bible class or whether it's reading your daily devotions, your Bible. I like portals of prayer. Yeah. Memorize Luther's morning prayer and evening prayer. They give them free here. Yeah. Okay, so who are some people of great faith? The Old Testament's got a couple of buttes. How about Noah? Imagine standing in the desert, sweltering heat, and God says, I want you to build an ark. Say what? There's not any water. Yeah. Or Moses being told by God, I want you to get in Pharaoh's face, and I want you to tell him I'm taking my people and we're getting out of here. You want me to talk to Pharaoh with all of his soldiers, all of the Egyptians and their chariots and their stallions? Yep. Yeah. People of great faith. We read about Bartimaeus in the Gospel. Yeah. Sitting there blind. And he just, what does this guy want from me? Yeah. The lady whose daughter was possessed with demons. She kept bugging Jesus as he walked along. Jesus, heal my daughter. Finally, Jesus stopped in his track and he said, your faith has saved you. Your daughter will be free of this. Yeah. So each and every one of you possess that gift of faith. The gift of faith of trusting that eventually God is going to resolve whatever is going on. Doesn't happen overnight. Didn't happen for me. No. But it is that gift, that assuredness that we're going to survive it. Okay? Got one other one for you. It's the book of Romans, the 10th chapter. Kind of like this particular passage. Okay? Because basically this passage from the book of Romans was written for each and every one of you. Here's what it says. Faith comes by hearing the message, and the message is heard through the Word of God. Look it up. Romans 10, verse 17. Faith comes by hearing. That's what you're doing now. You're getting your faith tank filled. Yeah. Isn't that something? Yeah. Every time you hear a Christian song being sung, okay? A Christian song being sung, it's filling your tank. Every time you come here to worship on Saturday night or whatever, it says that your faith is being exponentially exploded. Yeah. That's what you do when you go to a gas station. Fill up my tank so I can travel out on my journey. You're coming in here to get your tank filled. Not only that, that isn't the reason you come. Burst your bubble. Hopefully the reason you come is to offer prayer and praise to God. Everything else is a gift. Prayer and praise to God. That's it. Okay. I know some of you come to hear me saying, but that's not the reason you should be coming on Saturday nights. Okay? It's Justin, really. I've been, you know, who was it, the vanilla people that they live singing? Huh? I've been lip singing the whole time. It's really him. Okay, let me wrap it up. Let me wrap it up with a couple of just little things that I jotted down that maybe you want to carry with you. It is faith in God that changes the way we see the world. It is faith in God that we change, that we see people differently. People that we may not have really related to before. And then you come to find out that they actually are pretty decent folks. We just judge them, how they look, how they speak, where they live, whatever the case may be. Faith is taking God at His word. Whoa. Taking God at His word. I told you I love you. Why do you doubt that? I know you're struggling. I know you're hurting. I know your heart is broken. Take my word. I am there for you. Take my hand and know that my son came to relieve you of all of this pain. Trust me, I will be there for you. The words of God. Faith enables us to deal with the heartbreaking messages of pain that our families go through, our loved ones. Faith enables us to reach down deep, as I've heard stories of people near death because they've just been taken off of the life system. Okay? People laying in the hospital now waiting in an ICU unit. Faith is God is truly in control. We'd like for things to necessarily turn out positive, but we have to live under the understanding that it's in accordance with God's will. When we visit people in the hospital, and we pray with them, it's about God's will. We don't know what it is. We hope that there will be a blessing, but if there isn't a healing, it is God's will that He's chosen to take them home. Okay? Faith is a rock. Faith is an anchor. Faith is a stable foothold in life that we can get up each morning. We can face the realities of the day without having to deal with any apprehension of what fears we might have about the future or whatever the case may be. It's a great word. It's tested by society each and every day. As I have mentioned, our faith is tested by politicians, by agencies in the government, by the courts, by all friends and family even. But most importantly, it's clinging to the words, "I will never leave you, nor will I ever forsake you." That's the promise of God. And here's the beautiful part about that is that God cannot break His promises. Because if God broke one of His promises that are in here, guess what? He negates being God. Okay? So God says, I'll be there with you. I will travel the journey with you. I will send my angels to watch over you.